It's the Toxic Avenger. We love it here. Well, I don't know if Paul loved it, but I know I did. Yes, he did too. The Toxic Avenger is a remake of a 1984 Troma film that Lloyd Kaufman produced. Michael Hers directed it. It is an off-the-wall, completely absurd film. Anything done by Troma is. It is truly independent. It is truly guerrilla, and it is truly disgusting at times, but in all the best ways. I feel like the absurdity that somebody like Lloyd Kaufman sees is a way he sees his perception of seeing the world is so much better than ours. That's where the absurdity comes from. He truly knows all of the craziness that's going on, and he's showing it in his. And this one is a remake of that by Macon Blair. This was a fun movie from beginning to end. Peter Dinklage plays Toxie in this movie. Jacob Tremblay plays his stepson. Kevin Bacon's the bad guy in the film. And there's a slew of other famous actors and such you're going to love to see in this. It was filmed out in Bulgaria, and it tells the tale of a janitor at a toxic waste facility who gets dumped into toxic waste by a group of bad guys and gets transformed into the Toxic Avenger. Now, the very cool change that they did from the original movie to this is that they put a story to it. Let's be real. It's not just some bullies beat up and put them in toxic waste. They put a story with a lot of heart. He is a stepfather who's trying to do the best he can for his kid after his mother passed away, and he's trying to make ends meet and work as hard as he can to get there and build that relationship. So when he is diagnosed with a terminal illness, he's doing whatever he can to try and get better so he could be there for his son. And then he turns into the Toxic Avenger. But I love that they're shining a light on medical terminal illnesses and things like that, but also not being able to pay medical debt. They took $5 million from their marketing budget and put it towards unpaid medical or undue medical, which pays for people's medical expenses that are getting at hand, and they just can't afford at the moment. They go to help you out, and every $1 million of tickets sold, they matched $1 million. So I hope you guys went and saw this. If it's still in theaters, please go and see it. But overall, this movie added a lot of heart to it. There's still a crazy amount of absurdity. It has a cleaner look to it, of course, because has a lot more money put into it than 1984 ever did. But it's great acting in these absurd roles, and I had so much fun with it. But the heart is there. You care about Toxie. You care about everybody in this film and what's going on. And I just, as a New Jersey native, I absolutely adore seeing the Toxic Avenger come back. What did you think?
I think I'm curious how many toxic waste dumps you tried to jump into to see.
I never did that. There are no toxic waste dumps, and there are no toxic waste dumps in New Jersey. But of course, the original and this one take place in Jersey, because that's just we all know it's Staten Island. We all know it's Staten Island. But seriously, though, have you ever seen the original?
Yeah, no, I love the original. So I was kind of ecstatic to see this. Honestly, when I first saw the lineup of the big name actors, I was scared it was going to be ruined, to be 100%. Because so I kind of went in there very, I don't even know what I thought, because it wasn't negative. I just didn't think it was going to be as good as it was, because I think it lived up to the potential of the first one. The original had the almost shock value of the absurdity, right? So it was fun. The story was there. But like you said, they added enough to where you absolutely love the characters. Kill scenes were good. It was creative. I couldn't get enough of it. I was laughing half the time.
But the gore wasn't disgusting.
Right.
It worked. It worked within that absurd framework that they were going for, where it's so over embellished and exaggerated that it works for what we're watching, for sure. We're watching a toxic waste mutant beat up bad guys, and Kevin Bacon. So like it is that I think that helped it in so many levels to add that over the top. Like in the original, there was a lot of stuff, but a lot of it was guerrilla filmmaking. So it wasn't that clean. It wasn't that interesting beyond it. But yeah, no, I mean, for you though, like what you gave it a 3. I also gave it a 3 out of 5. What is it about this movie that you would say like you got to go see?
I just say, if you've never seen it before and you just happen to like horror, or maybe, you're not the biggest into horror, it's just a lot of fun, you guys. Like, I don't think it's one that only horror fans should be seeing, Toxic Avenger. If you not a huge fan of horror, I don't think it's, it's not The Conjuring. It's not something like that.
No, not a comedy to it.
Yeah. And I think it's just enjoyable. I think it's one that kind of I'm not going to say everyone can watch, but I don't know. I really enjoyed Peter Dinklage. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a sucker for him. So I immensely enjoyed his act throughout the entire.
Yeah, I did. He added a lot of gravitas to the Toxic character. And I would actually almost say if nobody's seen the original, because the original is way worse. For a lot of reasons. Got away with a lot more in the 80s, especially 84 before PG-13 came about. The original never get any. But I would say, like, if you watch this movie and then you're like, I want to go back and watch expect it to be different. Don't expect to be a same level story. If you're getting into that movie, I think you have to really enjoy what Troma is and maybe start with something a little lighter before you jump right into it. I had a great time.
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist. They actually showed that when I was in college.
Which
they had
awesome.
That's how I met Lloyd.
Right.
Uncle Lloyd is the man, dude. He's off the wall. He's crazy. He is every bit of absurd as he is. But like that, yeah, he showed Poltergeist down there. Yeah. It just is. It's a great community. It's a great time, and I'm so glad they got to remake this movie. I thought it worked. I kind of hope it does well. Maybe we'll get a sequel. We'll see. This already took a few years to already get done. Any more final thoughts about this one? Or
I just wish, no offense to you guys, Toxic Avengers, media team, marketing. I didn't realize they were giving money away. If I had known that I want to use my Regal Pass, I would have paid full price for a ticket. I had no idea until you just said that. And I think
I can't believe
that's a really good cost.
What is wrong with you? Why would you say that? How would you know? They took $5 million from their marketing budget and put it towards charity.
But they should have told me. I don't know.
How are they going to tell you they used the money? You're a real jerk. Of course. It is. I mean, of course, it's a low budget film, so the marketing for it was lower, plus it took a long time to come out. But the fact that they even did that or were willing to do that blows me past. Shows a lot of care and love. But we have talked about the Toxic Avenger. If you want to talk more about it, we have other videos as well where we will be doing that, and you can check out. Or you can read my full review over on our Substack or Letterboxd. All right. But we're going to get... Hey, all right. You made it to the end. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. Truly appreciate you here, and we love having you here at the Scene Snobs. Make sure to give us a like and subscribe so you can see what else we got going on. Content every day, and we love hanging out and talking movies. All right, everybody. Until next time, I'll talk to you soon.